What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Trent Alexander-Arnold huge contract update video because David Ornstein dropped the latest update around Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract situation, and he's saying that we will find out sooner rather than later whether he extends his contract at Liverpool or signs for Real Madrid on free transfer on a pre-contract agreement. Remember that from tomorrow, from New Year's Day, from January the 1st, Trent can negotiate with Real Madrid or any other club. And we will discuss the intricacies of this whole contract saga because I think it's very, very interesting how Trent Alexander-Arnold's camp strategized this, and also how Liverpool the strategy are going to look, because there is a fierce debate among Liverpool fans on what is happening behind the scenes and how could this all unfold. So we will discuss all of that in detail. So if you enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So David Ornstein said, my information is that with Trent Alexander-Arnold nothing is decided just yet. All options remain open, and that's largely because Trent's camp have not been able to hold any formal negotiations with Real Madrid yet. They cannot do that until January 1st, but that is now very soon. Once that day arrives, they can speak freely to clubs outside of England, and they are allowed to sign a pre-contract agreement to join as a free agent in the summer of 2025. We don't know yet that Trent will do that or not. We don't know whether or not Real Madrid will make an offer to sign him permanently. What we do know is that Real Madrid want to sign him. They are extremely keen. It presents him with a massive decision to make. In the month of January, we should see some movement about this, a resolution of sorts, because he will want this to get sorted sooner rather than later. And I think it is very interesting if Trent Alexander decides to leave or stay. When does he announce it? Because it could have huge repercussions among the Liverpool fan base, and it could have huge consequences, impact on Liverpool's whole season. And also if Real Madrid give a huge offer to Trent Alexander-Arnold, then Liverpool will want to know what that offer is, so they can maybe bid like that, like the same amount, or whether they can pull out of the negotiations. And of course, for any footballer, it's tempting to join Real Madrid. And if Trent Alexander-Arnold wasn't a boyhood hero, if he wasn't a local Liverpool lad, it would be a much easier decision. But because he is, and he has very, very big emotional connection to Liverpool Football Club, his whole family supports Liverpool, it's a much more complicated situation. And one Liverpool fan said that yes, Salah and Virgil van Dijk have never faltered in their wants for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, however, knows that Real Madrid is knocking, and he has rejected a number of Liverpool contract offers, or reportedly. Is he hoping to get the official Real Madrid offer and gain a leverage in a bidding war? If that's true, that's outrageous that he would do that to his boyhood club. But, we are the fans of Liverpool Football Club. We see this differently to players, because for players, this is their career, this is their business, this is their livelihood, and they see it slightly differently. Trent Alexander-Arnold is not just a Liverpool fan, he's a football player who wants to maximize his earnings, who wants to make the best of his footballing career. But the reverse might be true. Another Liverpool fan said that Liverpool might wait to see what's put on the table by Real Madrid. Will we have our max contract ready if Real Madrid come in with an offer under Liverpool's maximum contract that they want to offer? Then we can slap it down on the table, and I hope that Trent signs. The problem is, I don't think Liverpool can outbid Real Madrid in a contract bidding war, because it's a free transfer. Real Madrid can offer 20, 30, 40 million euros signing on bonus for Trent Alexander-Arnold, straight up cash just for him to sign, and they can of course match any wages that Liverpool can offer or are able to offer, because Real Madrid are just a richer club than Liverpool. They are backed by the Spanish government, kind of. And it's a good point that, seeing what Mbappe's salary is and what kind of signing bonus he got, Jude Bellingham's salary, his signing bonus, what Jude Bellingham's dad got as signing bonus, Liverpool cannot compete with that. And it's a good point that once Jurgen Klopp said that he's leaving, at the kind of almost the beginning of the last season, he told the owners that I'm leaving Liverpool. It was down to the owners to make sure everything was in place. If someone is leaving a firm, a company, you get things in place behind the scenes for life after, even before that person leaves the company. This isn't on Klopp. He decided to walk away at the start of last season. That's when the owners should have got involved with contracts. But the players won't sign when a legendary manager leaves a club and you don't know what the future holds. We didn't know what kind of manager Liverpool were going to appoint. We didn't know how well the transition will be. Nobody expected this, that the transition will be literally seamless and we will have our best first half of a season since the 80s. And it would have been disingenuous of Liverpool to extend the contracts of new players, immediately put the rug under them when Jurgen Klopp announced that he's leaving. And the only contract that Liverpool could have sorted was Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract, but they could have sorted that at the end of last season. Sorry, at the end of 2 seasons ago, before last season began. But then Liverpool were not in a great place. We were in 5th place, qualified for the Europa League. So would Trent sign a contract extension then? Maybe, possibly. But Liverpool didn't think that you need to rush that, because Trent is a homegrown player, boyhood Liverpool fan. So Liverpool thought, yes, we have time. But then the reality hit, that Jurgen Klopp announced that he's leaving. And then it was a totally different scenario, totally different situation. There is an absolute brilliant thread on the Reddit Liverpool subreddit, and a Liverpool fan posted this: if Trent Alexander-Arnold is smart, which he is, we are not going to hear anything real until May, regardless of what he is thinking. That would be outrageous. I mean, that scenario is, I think, the worst case scenario, because that would leave the whole season with speculation around Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract. This Liverpool fan said, I think a lot of us keep refreshing news because we are scared of suddenly seeing Trent signs a pre-contract with Madrid pop up, and think about it, that makes zero sense. Signing with Real Madrid in January would be the worst of all worlds, in his opinion, because it ruins relationships with fans immediately. It creates unnecessary tension and toxicity for the rest of the season, potentially Liverpool missing out on trophies as a result. It also weakens the negotiating position with Madrid. Liverpool might even reduce your role if you are definitely leaving, and for what benefit? Real Madrid isn't going anywhere. If he's 100% staying at Liverpool, why sign a new contract now? You can wait until the end of the season, use Madrid's interest to negotiate better terms, and being loyal in December versus being loyal in May makes zero difference to his legacy. The club knows his value. They won't risk losing him over a few months of negotiations. And if Trent is genuinely unsure what to do with his career, then Trent can see how the season unfolds, whether Liverpool wins trophies, watch how Arne Slot's system develops, and he can keep both Liverpool and Real Madrid keen on signing him, and maximum negotiating power with both sides. That's a very interesting angle to take on this, and he can also maintain a good relationship with fans for now. Bottom line is, Trent Alexander is 26 years old, he's world class and potentially available on a free transfer. So he holds all the cards in this contract saga. The only downside to waiting is media noise, and that celebration at West Ham shows that he's fine with it, because he said that everybody is yapping in his ear, but it's all just talk. Most importantly, Trent Alexander-Arnold deserves our full support right now, but even if he is 100% going to Real Madrid, which is not the case right now, dropping that bomb mid-season is just terrible business. Look at how many top players who have left on free transfers handled it. Keep quiet, focus on football, and then you slip away in the summer. Don't let Real Madrid's media games make you turn on our wise captain. He's playing some of his best football. Liverpool are top of the league. He's showing up every week, giving everything. No point letting these rumors poison the atmosphere when we could be on the verge of something special this season. That's a good point, but there is a big downside, because letting this speculation run all throughout the season surely will damage Liverpool and damage the morale around the dressing room, damage the morale of the fan base, And another Liverpool fan said, the longer Trent Alexander-Arnold waits to renew, the firmer the belief that he's leaving. And so fans will begin to be poisoned against him. Thankfully, we don't see it from fans at the game, but definitely online. As a Liverpool fan, I would love for all three big players to renew within the next month to avoid continuing to color our already pretty successful first season with the new manager. Just feels like we keep getting weird non-updates that puts fans in a weird headspace, such as Mo Salah's comments, such as Trent's celebration and the 6 million interpretations of it, such as Marca's articles. On the other hand, some might say that is helping because it takes the focus away from how dominant we have been on the pitch, keeps us under the radar for longer, although I'm seeing a lot more taking notice of that too now, and I don't think we are under the radar anymore. All that to say, mostly agree with all of that, not expecting to hear anything for a few months. I wish we got the news that all three are renewing today, so we don't have to keep having that tiny worry in the back of our minds through all this. And it's a good point that at some point it's less about Real Madrid's mind games, publishing media articles in the Spanish press, in the Madrid-based press, and more how the Liverpool fan base react to those rumors, to those articles. We've got bigger things to focus on. We are top of the league, we are in every cup competition and playing brilliant football. If we let these rumors poison the atmosphere around Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's not on Liverpool fans, that's on the Madrid media. And imagine if we win the Premier League or the Champions League with Trent playing a crucial role, the whole situation might look completely different in May. Why waste energy now speculating and creating negativity? I mean, Liverpool fans just want to know what will happen to our three best players, potentially. Alisson is the fourth, I think, but basically three of Liverpool's four best players can leave on a free transfer, and of course fans will want to know what will happen. And right now, that's a good point as well, that right now Trent Alexander-Arnold is protected from fans turning on him because Van Dijk and Salah haven't signed yet. But if both sign, that all the spotlight turns on Trent, and the longer it goes with no news, the more people are going to assume that he's leaving, and the more likely it is that fans will turn on him. So Trent Alexander-Arnold is playing a dangerous game if he's just waiting and leveraging both clubs' interest in signing him. And I think Trent Alexander-Arnold is right now getting it at games as well from fans. Not so much when the team is performing, but I was listening to a podcast with a season ticket holder, and they said that there were pockets of people telling him to F off to Madrid already. Luckily, he's performing well and the team is too, but otherwise he would be targeted a lot more. The longer it drags out, the more hostile it will be. Personally, I think he would be better announcing his intentions and explaining it than saying, I want a new challenge. I've been at Liverpool 20 years. However, right now, all I want to focus on is winning for Liverpool, doing my best to enjoy and fight for these next 6 months at the club I love the most in the world. This will give people a chance to be upset, but lean into acceptance while he is still here, and hopefully then forgive him before he goes and send him off positively. But if all the talk continues for the next 6 months and we are in limbo, then him sneaking out the back door will not have a positive impression at all, no matter how sweet his goodbye media push is. Another Liverpool fan disagrees with the opening post, saying that announcing earlier takes away all this media speculation and it draws a line under it, much like it did with Jurgen Klopp's announcement that he's leaving last season. He can release a statement confirming his love for Liverpool and wish to try something new, and he can certainly doesn't weaken his hand. They have probably been talking about this for ages, and details most likely are agreed if he is going. Liverpool certainly won't reduce his role. He remains one of our best players and one of our best creators. And yes, Jurgen Klopp saying he's running out of energy as leaving Liverpool is different than Trent Alexander-Arnold going to Real Madrid on a free transfer when he's worth at least £80 million. We already see how toxic things are getting around Trent Alexander-Arnold. Any statement would be laughed at by fans. Nothing he says will have any effect and only add more pressure on him in every performance. Any bad moments, bad games, and the fans won't be too kind. even in the stadiums. That's a good point as well. He obviously does weaken his hand by not letting the negotiations run out longer, and that's just common sense. He can keep using either club through to the end of the season to get pay rises to his new contract. Also, he can demand more if we win stuff this season, something that seems increasingly likely. And the added pressure and spotlight and hatred would absolutely affect his game. Any slip-ups and his head is in Madrid, just bench him. Those type of shouts will come if Trent Alexander-Arnold is having a few bad games. So, and this has been played out before with Steve McManaman. I wasn't a Liverpool fan when he left for Real Madrid, but older Liverpool fans than me know what that was all about. And the deal was agreed with Madrid. If a deal is agreed with Madrid this month, then there is zero chance that it doesn't get out in the press. Real Madrid will make sure of that. What a way to unsettle a Champions League rival. And no, Trent won't care one bit, because that's how football works. Loyalty lies only in the eyes of the fans. That's kind of true that now football is a big business. And Trent Alexander-Arnold will see it kind of that way, even though he's a boyhood Liverpool fan. It's now his brand that's on the line. And also, Liverpool will want to start succession planning. If Trent isn't going to sign and if he's leaving, then Liverpool will want to sign a right back, and we need to start that planning in February or March. You know, identifying targets, starting talking with them. And Liverpool are not the club to be held to ransom over demands, and very unlikely to significantly change the wage structure for any of the big three contracts. I believe the reason all three players are still in limbo is they are waiting for the others. Agents will be telling their players to wait for the other to sign as a benchmark for their wage demands. If Salah or Van Dijk signs at a lower wage than Trent is asking for, then he knows his only option is Real Madrid. Real Madrid will not wait until the summer to confirm, so they will push for a definitive answer and probably look at other targets if they don't get the encouragement they want. They are definitely not the club to be used as a bargaining tool for contract negotiations. They are much bigger than that. And also, there is a huge risk of injury. If Trent Alexander suffers an ACL tear and he's out for 8 or 9 months, then he's screwed. Trent isn't an idiot, and he's well aware of the speculation. We have all seen the media talk and repetitive questions from journalists. Does he really want that to continue for another 6 months? That's a good point as well. So let me know where do you stand on this Trent Alexander contract saga debate. I would love to hear and read your comments down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.